Hey everybody. So I'm here live today. I had some time. So I said, let me go live so we can do the messages that you all requested. So I post her picture up, Zendaya. I put it on the community post and I told you guys to put some questions down that we can look into and get more information about her. So she has definitely been one of you guys' favorites. I get a lot of emails concerning her and asking about her. So I can definitely see how important she is to you. So I'm happy to be doing her. I have some questions here, wanting to know how she's feeling. Is someone special coming for her? Will she get an Oscar? Some of you wanted to know about her and Sam and her and Jacob. So we're going to look into them as well and her career. Based on the way I want to do it, I want to look into how she's feeling. Then I want to get into the Oscar. Then I'm going to get into the career. And then we're going to look at the people. Oh, we cannot forget you wanted to know about Harry Weinstein, their past relationship and connection. So we'll look into that as well at the end. So, people at the end, and let's get into her first. If you have any other questions that you may want to ask about her, just put them in the chat and we can get it done. All right. So, I was meditating already for her, and I felt so much strength. I mean, like this mental strength, this wisdom. Um, I believe that she can even be a speaker. That's how strong and how much strength I felt in her. So um, I hope she's not underestimated. She's very strong and have a lot to say. I feel like she have a lot to say. So that's one thing that I got. I also felt this slippery slope, like something was very, very slippery, like she was sliding on ice. That's the type of feeling that I got, and I think that has something to do with love. I kind of felt love around that slipping and sliding. I also had seen that she has to make a decision between two things, a little conflicted about what to do in these different situations. And I felt like both situations were good, just needing to make a decision about the two. So the oracle she has is there is something better. And I think she knows that. I think that she understands that about herself. There is something better. And both of the options are good. So she's doing pretty good, feels pretty good. It's just that she got to do more and receive more. There's more for her to receive. And already we got cards throwing on the floor, jumping on the floor, slippery slope. And it's about love. I knew it. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, it's something better for her. It's more love for her. There's a soulmate out there for her. There's someone to love. There's an understanding in love. Yeah. Then I felt heavy water energy right then when I said that. So yeah, it's something better for her, something that is unconditional, something that is pure. So if she is hesitant about where to be, what person to be with, what career to choose, it doesn't really matter right now because it's something better than that for her. There is even more to the success that she has. This is something that has been upon her since she came into the world. This is just a part of her. She will always receive the best. And I do mean receive. She's not going to create it, she's going to receive it People is going to bring it into her. People is going to give it to her. I don't have her creating this special blessings and overflow and treasures to come. It's something that she receives. That's what makes it so slippery because she's indecisive at times. Okay. She could be having issues with fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, who I'm missing, Aries. How could you forget Aries? Definitely could be thinking about them and seeing if they're the one. She could be thinking about that fire sign. But yeah, there's more love for her, more decision making. She's in a beautiful part right now of her life where she gets to pick and make choices and decide on the things that she wants to do. Life is wide open for her right now. She just got started, but she has chosen to be a blessing to others. And she's also chosen to have a life much better than what she ever seen, probably from her bloodline as well. So that's beautiful. I do have some concerns over a fire sign, and I do have this disappointment here because she don't want to disappoint herself. She's hard on herself. She's hard on herself when it comes to decision making. She's hard on herself when it comes to her career. She's hard on herself, period. And that's what makes her so strong. So there is something better. It's all about love. She will not be creating that love. It will be coming into her, and she's indecisive and doesn't want to disappoint herself to make the wrong decision. A lot of spiritual influence is going on right now. She's definitely hearing many messages. She has seen many visions about her life in the future. She has a lot of understanding of that, but it's also a conflict. So let's just break it down because I feel like I'm going too fast and I need to slow down just to understand more. So let me see what she sees spiritually. Something that she knows. There's a knowing here. Very gifted. The dreams are really like the confirmation to her life. She knows herself in an area too spiritually. Very strong. She knows what she's supposed to connect to and what she's not supposed to connect to. And see, these are the two decisions. I saw that. I saw her slipping on ice. At first, I saw her as a speaker, like a motivational speaker, and speaking about wisdom and what to do and what not to do. And then I saw her slippery, need to make a decision, indecisive, don't want to make a mistake, type of feeling. And then I saw her needing to make a decision between two things, and both options wasn't bad. And that's what makes it so challenging. And this is what she knows. She spiritually knows that she has two ways of doing things at this time. She can connect to one thing or she can move away from another. Now, both of these things are challenging. So let's just find out what they are. Okay, so we have this option here where she's able to connect. Yeah, I have her desiring to connect to something that does not want to connect to her. This can be a possible earth sign that is not giving her any play right now. So she's desiring something that doesn't want her. This can be something that will bring some type of wisdom, more wisdom into her life, but it's pushing away from her. It's kind of happens sometimes when you want to be in a place that doesn't want you. And that's what it feels like. I got deceiving, I got lying, I got her deceiving herself that a certain situation is good for her. That's one area of this choice. I want that, but that don't want me. And I got to get out of this in denial stage of it. That's one thing. Then she has another area here where she can move away from this if she wants to. Let me see what that is. part about life. This is a young duckling. I just saw ducks. This is a very young duckling, beautiful, pure, hesitant about moving forward in life, receive this vision and understanding that she knows she needs to make a choice. On one side, she wants to connect to something that doesn't want to connect to her. And then on the other side, she want to move away from something, but she's conflicted about leaving it. Weird. There's a conflict here. Who is this person? Feels like two men have one, have an arm apiece. I just saw Popeye wife. What's his wife's name? I forgot her name. I can't think of her name right now. When I just saw Popeye, like this big muscle just came up and it feels like two people is holding her arms and they won't tear her apart. She's going to make a choice between two situations. She's going to make a choice between two things. And both of them are not bad, but one of them is very challenging. That's for sure. So overall, she's in this dreamlike state. She's daydreaming. She is thinking and meditating on who is the best choice or what is the best choice. And there's some conflict here overall. And I think it's just her not wanting to fail, not wanting to lose. Okay. So let's look into that. She has people around her giving her advice. She doesn't want to listen to them. She likes to do things on her own. She shuts down a lot. Isolation. Yeah. But she gives people access, and that's the mistake. Yeah. So there's a judgment still out there in a situation where she has two options that she has to complete. And she's frustrated along the way, looking to find some balance, some peace in this situation. Okay, so here's the summary. There is something better for her, and not just in this situation, but beyond it. I mean, just like a longevity of blessings is upon her and around her. Long, long, long. It goes for until her olden years. That is true, and that is what I see. Some type of chosen blessing, something. Um, she's chosen for this, and she's been given spiritual wisdom on how to decide which situation she want to stay in. This could be career, business, or a partner, and it feels like a tug of war, and it feels like the two options are heavy upon her arms, and they're pulling her in different directions, which is okay for her because she's actually going to push one of these things away. I do see some frustration around these decisions, and I have people on the outside of this two options that is trying to give influence. This can be her team, this can be her family, a group of friends. They are involved in trying to push her to hurry up or trying to encourage her on which one to pick, which is very frustrating to her. And it slows down the process of answering questions for herself. But at the same time, I got her giving people access to her life. And that's a regret here. That can be a repeated pattern. Definitely could. But she gives people access to her life and her business and her situations that she goes through and the options and the people. She give people access during a time of emotional imbalance. And then I got her regretting that those people were ever a part of it. That's when you talk too much. I know, I get it. Been there, done that. Because you feel some kind of way at that time. But then when you sit on it a little while, you end up changing your feelings, but the people around you don't. So I have frustration towards people who are in our inner circle or just people who knows what she is going through. So that's a dilemma, which I think is something that happens all the time. I think that this is just what she do. I think that she just goes into this quiet place and began to take things in her life and cut them out, and make options out of them. It feels like she's not taking life as a whole, but cutting things and separating things to keep them in two different boxes. I don't know. I kind of felt this OCD right then. Like, we got all of this money, but we could take this money, we could split it up, and let's put some over here and let's put some over there. Okay, I got four people looking at me that's trying to date me. Let's put some over there. Let's put some over there. It's just all about splitting, cutting, and dividing from a point that was at unity. When everything is going good, when all the unity is there, it's overwhelming to her to a point where she had to start cutting, snipping, and dividing. And I think she's doing that across the board in her life. So how is she feeling? She's on the verge of feeling excellent once she makes some choices. Now let's look into the Oscar. Will she get an Oscar? Let's look into that. I will not see why not. And if she doesn't get an Oscar, it was not in her plans to get one because she is blessed beyond measures. And I can see it. And I see balloons and I see celebrations and I see just constantly people contacting her for business, for roles, for everything. She is wanted. She is very financially attractive, very, very much. So if the Oscar is in or out, it doesn't matter for her. But let's look. Even that is something that is challenging for her. Um, prosperity and winning is challenging. There's anxiety around the Oscar. There's anxiety around that. Being a winner is actually overwhelms her too. She's overwhelmed with a lot of attention, with a lot of fame, with a lot of people praising her, with a lot of people looking at her, desiring her. She gets overwhelmed. She needs to be alone in moments like that. She gets overwhelmed. So even winning an Oscar can be a challenge for her because she'll be probably probably will be harder on herself, maybe that's something that happens. Okay, so let's look in. Stop all this talking. She wasn't selected yet to get the Oscar. She wasn't selected yet, and I think that's a part of decision making as well. She hasn't been selected to get this Oscar. I'm talking about beyond the voting, from the top. She hasn't been chosen or selected to receive it. She could have been headed by now. Okay. Yeah, the offer is there, but she didn't take it. I felt like that. She could have been headed. It was offered to her before. This was a conversation that she's already been in. She sat at the table already. She sat at the table already. It was already offered to her. I have her in reverse declining or not being able to negotiate the terms that's on the table. Will she get an Oscar? It's up to her, but the outcome is saying no, she won't. So I have a no. She's not going to get the Oscar until she won it. Let's see what they offered her besides the Oscar. But what's the energy around this? But she's being offered already. She's already been offered. She's already been offered the Oscar. She's been offered money. She's been offered placement in different areas in business. Like, we'll place you here, place you there. We'll also pay you this. And the Oscar is just at the top. It's a figurine. I saw it at the top of the paper. And everything below that is what's really important. What the Oscar gives. That's the negotiation that she has to do. And that's the negotiation that she's set to the table on already. It's what happens up under it. If you receive the Oscar, then we add these things unto you. And that is money and placement. I heard the word placement. We can place you here, here, and here. And there's different parts in business. This has already been offered. Yeah. I mean, it was there too, like on the table. Let's go. This is what we want to give you. And why does it feel like, don't you know how the decorators come to your home and sit down with you and you have different palettes of colors and you have a piece of fabric and material and piece of carpet or the hardwood floor piece. That's how it feels when I see the Oscar. The Oscar is at the top. And then I got a role here and a singing role here and a voiceover here and an endorsement here. That's how it looks. That's how it looks. And she sat at that table already. Already. Definitely sat at that table. And she fought against it. She fought against it. There was promises here to make things easy for her going forward. This is about 2.5 years ago. I saw 2.5. I feel like it's years, but I just saw 2.5. Could be months, but I just saw years. Could be years. This has already happened. And I got her here denying it. Let's see why. We know that she's indecisive. We know that she needs a lot of me time to come up with an answer. And we know that frustration pushes her even faster to answer something. But let me see why she denied it. Why she said no. Oh no. Uh-uh. She did not want to connect to that. She did not want to be led that kind of way. She did not want people to have leadership over her. She still wanted to keep her power. She wanted to be disconnected from the person that is asking. This is a possible tourist that could have approached her with this offer. But at the end of the day, she said no because she don't want to follow. She wants to keep her power. And in the end, it was a no. 2.5. So those of you who are fans of her, then yeah, no. Knight of Cups, no. Ace of Cups in reverse, no. No and no and no. Don't want no part of the Hierophant at all. That offer was not good enough. It was not safe. She did not feel good enough. No. She didn't feel like it was going to work out. So the Oscar has nothing to do with her performance. The Oscar has everything to do with negotiation. And what she was offered, it was not a good negotiation. And she was going to lose power at the same time. And I'm talking about over herself. Over herself. Just her by herself. So that's amazing because I really do feel like she's very, very strong. And based on the blessings I see to come for her up until she gets gray, because I can see her gray, that's not a part of her. Yeah. You know, some people are just with the shit, and some people are not. And she makes me feel like Normani right now with that strength. To not all the cards on the floor, to not bow. She's one of those in strength that won't bow. And I know a lot of times people will be like, everybody is not a part of the whatever you want to call those type of people that's very, very up high. Everybody's not, because everybody don't have greed. for money and fame, and everybody is not dying for popularity. And you pick your own success level that is comfortable for you. And I do believe that if the offer was better, she would have said yes. I do believe that, but it wasn't good enough. 2.5 is what I got on that. 2.5, right? So we looked at how she was feeling. We looked at, will she get an Oscar? Let's look at her career a little bit to see how that's looking. Because I feel like she's very comfortable with the pace of her career, of business, of money. She's not a chaser at all. She doesn't get off on that. She gets off on being understood, being understood, being recognized for her inner strengths. Things like that is a turn on for her. So let's see about the career. Whatever she's doing now, she really likes it too. Whatever she's involved in now, I don't follow her, but whatever she's in, she likes that right now too. Kind of feel a happiness around career right now, and that's how she wants to feel when she do anything. Let's see. It's just not that serious. This is the type of girl that is just, I don't know what I can say, socks and jogging pants. This is just a down to earth chick. This is a laid back girl. Doesn't really take that thing too serious, and that is her power. But you can't sucker her. You can't entice her like that. Not at all. All right, so let's look at career right here. Yeah, I felt like career was good for her right now. Yeah, yes, 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 and yes. Career is going very good for her. She's enjoying working with the people that she is working with. She loves her team overall. Wow, it just feels really good. Like she's really, really okay with it. I like it. I like it. So let me look into this right here that's catching my attention. Yeah, I got a lot of passion here, wanting to speak more. I felt it in the beginning too. There's something more she wants to talk about, some more messages that she want to release about her career. There's something else that she's passionate about that she wants to do. Just don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's different actors that she wants to work with. It can be something like that. But it seems like she want to talk up for herself in career, say, hey, I want more of that, more of them, more of this field, more of that area. That's how that feels. More offers coming through for her to work with people, new people. The baddest part is that she has to stay in contract for a certain amount of time. So this is just personal. This is a repeated pattern that I'm seeing in her, is that she desires it, whatever that it is. She desires it. And then I also get this moment of feeling bored about what she chose. Career is going great. She wants to work with other people. She wants to work on a higher level. She wants to start getting into some things that she's passionate about. She even has some people that she wants to get into business and work with. I just saw something like a production company. Maybe she wants to teach people, give them skills and acting skills. She has people. She has like, it could even be youth, teens. I kind of got this Debbie Allen type feeling over her. Like she really wants to be the new Disney. Like I wanna take Disney and bring this goodness to it. That's how it feels. Like she has a squad, she has a group that she's passionate about, that she wants to bring in, but put them in a safe place as well. She want to make young actresses and actors better and recognized for good. I would not be surprised if she have a camp or a class, some type of teaching engagement, something like that. I would not be surprised if she do something like that, working with other young people to get them in, but in a safe place and get them what they deserve. So going forward, I have her doing more things. Offers is all day long. You never have to worry about if she'll be doing something. She'll always be doing something. It's constant offers in the midst of her life, and she will be working with new people. That is for sure. Let me see if I can get some information on these new people. New people, new people. Some of these people don't even feel like big stars to me. The people that just got started. Yeah, possible Capricorn. She can be working with. Possible Libra. And other than that, it feels like some new people on startup. Okay, so let's move along. We are going to take a look at her relationship. Oh, he's a Capricorn. Let's look at her relationship with Sam Livingston. I hope I said that correct. Sam. Let's see what she feels about him. One more time. I'm so slow, y'all. One more time. Okay. Oh, wow. This person right here, she looks at him as, I just heard buzzkill. Don't know what the heck that means. That's just what I heard. This person, the way she feels about him is like it's always a fight, it's always some type of battle, some type of friction. Um, this person is troubled to her. Like he's full of trouble, he gets on my nerves. This person don't make her feel too good. Something about them don't make her feel too good. Let's look deeper. Have someone walking away here too. She she has an understanding of him, doesn't care for him very much or care for his behaviors. She knows how he is now. Maybe she spent some time with him. But there's abandonment here. Let's see what that is. I have her taking action. This feels like an argument. This feels like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth arguing, going back and forth with each other, trying to prove a point. Oh my goodness, the ego between the two of them is very, very like high and high maintenance. I heard the word buzzkill, and I heard that she figured him out. Like I figure you out, Sam. You get on my nerves. But at the same time, I have them going back and forth in conversation to prove points to each other. This is not a love connection, if that's what you guys was asking. This is like almost following, almost dating your friend, and then you say no. That's what that feel like to me. Let's see what else we have. He goes in and out. He's conflicted. She may even be a counselor to him. I have her going back and forth, and I don't see why to go back and forth if there's no cups. There's no cups here whatsoever. I have her saying, I understand who Sam is. Sam is so conflicting. He will drive you crazy. I offer help to him. He won't take it. And then he leaves, and it's 3 weeks. I haven't heard from him. Then I have to check on him again. Yeah, this feels like a person that she's concerned about their health, concerned about their mental state, concerned about what they're doing. And I have a lot of friction in communication when they are in connection with each other. And she looks at him as a person who runs away. And when he runs away, it must bring her some type of fear or concern. Well, Virgos are nurse. That's what they do. They are nurses to me. And she has to go back to check on them. This is complicated. That's how I would say that is. I don't see that thing going nowhere and doing nothing unless she feels that he is safe and he is healthy. That's the only way I see her dwelling with him. But right now, I just got her checking in and out like I don't know, like a sponsor. Like he has a drinking issue or something and she's checking on him and assist him and spend time with him. And then he goes away. And then she worries about him. Then she comes to find him and find him in a devastating place. Spiritually, something is off about Sam because she's uncomfortable with his energies and oftentimes get frustrated. Yeah, that's what I have there. So let's look at Jacob. We're moving along. Last one is Harvey Weinstein, and then we're done. Jacob. What's that last name? Elordi? Elordi? Elodie? Okay. Jacob. Let's go with Jacob. This feels better than Sam. One more time. How do you feel about Jacob? Sometimes I say one more time when spirit tells me what to do. Boom. I knew it felt better. Like, yes, it feels better. Wow. She really looks at Jacob as like an angel. Like, oh my God, we got so much in common. Like, he finishes my last sentence. But it's something about that perfection that scares her away. This could be the actual two choices in the beginning because the energies kind of match. She really feels more connected to Jacob. She really do feel him. He makes her feel. She feel like they have a lot in common. She feels like they are compatible in a lot of ways. They think alike. They look at life the same. But no one wants to take the lead. No one wants to take the lead. And there's a possible Aries between her and Jacob that can be conflicting them from making a connection. They have restriction here. They have a restriction. Jacob could have someone else that's a fire sign, Leo or Aries. Very possible because it kind of feels like he has someone else. She doesn't have enough information to make a decision on him, but it feels good to her. But she feels like she has no control between the two. Yeah, and there is a fire sign that may be in the way. But he offers his cup to her. Let's look. He had no cups with Sam. Yeah, he's just too good to be true. I feel like that's something that she may say. This cup makes me nervous. And that's that same five of wands there too. I think this may be the crowds. I said earlier that it felt like she gave people access to situations in her life and regrets it afterwards. And I believe that whoever has access to her, they don't want her to connect with Jacob. Some of the same cards is here showing like, leave him alone. He's going to make you unhappy. It's too much to fight to receive that cup. There's a fence between you two. She's standing there. She's not going to let you guys be together. So as much as she feels like, wow, he's like an angel, he makes me feel so great. And I really do like the way I feel when I'm with him and I see myself in him and he offers his cup. But at the end of the day, I get her like, uh-uh, just not gonna work. So as much as he make her feel good, it also weakens her. It also weakens her. It's something about him at the end of the day that makes her feel like they won't be strong enough to make it. And she's unclear on what that is. And she's ready to come to a head on the situation. Mm. It feels like she's waiting on things to get better between her and Jacob. It feels like she's waiting on things to get better. I feel like someone is in between them, and he's not a favorite. I don't think people around her want them to even be in connection. And as much as she feels good, she also feels weak. I can kind of see them connecting for a little while longer until she get every last piece of evidence she need that he can't be with her or will be with her. I think that she will go back and forth with him. I honestly do. Sam is like a headache for her. Now let's get into this relationship with Harry Weinstein. What type of relationship did they have? Let's see. I felt I felt anxiety right there. A little anxiety. Like, oh boy. It feels like that's probably how she'll behave when he comes or when he approaches her or when he in the room, like, oh boy, him. I don't even think she calls him by name. What is her relationship with him? Every card is negative. Every card. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 cards. Every last card is in reverse. What is their relationship? Nothing. There's no relationship. There's no relationship whatsoever. I think you will make her angry by even saying that. No relationship, no desires, no passion, no offers. She seemed like one who's never been in an office or won't even go into the room. That's how that feels. Of course, it's all spiritual. Does not want to fight with him. Ten of Cups in reverse. No, don't want no connection with him. No, and no. No world with him. Abandonment. No, no. She looks at him as if he is Scorpio or death. This is the girl out of the 5 girls who knows not to go around him. Anxiety everywhere. It was when I was putting out the cards, it was so many reverse. I just kept going. Let's do it again. No, no, and no. Nothing. And let me tell you how, let me tell you something else. Me personally, I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in there. I'm gonna tell you what it really felt like. It felt like whatever was experienced, whatever happened, whatever was said, whatever the feelings was towards him, he is officially dead in her. That's how that felt. Felt like she killed him. It felt like she can take someone's energy and cancel it out of her. It felt like he didn't even exist. That's how it really felt. It felt like she was like, I don't know, I'll just say this just to give you an example. Like she had went up under a hypnosis, like she blocked him out. He doesn't exist. Usually means something when you get it like that, but it's beyond forgiveness. It's not forgiveness. Forgiveness always shows some type of leftover connection or either a new beginning or it shows some type of opening for a four of wands. It has none of that. This person does not exist. Let's try again. And she looks at him as the death card, Scorpio. Yeah, nothing, 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 nothing. I guess absolutely nothing. So let me tell you something. I don't want to force your question, but someone has taught her or she has taught herself how to block and remove because this person looks like it doesn't even exist. Like they're not even alive. Like they not even, like they've never been on this planet before. Every card is reversed. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven, like that number. Every card is reversed. Like this person does not exist. She thinks nothing of them. And that's not even your question. Your question is the past relationship. It doesn't exist. That would be my answer. It doesn't exist. So if you want to take that question and you want to break it down a little bit more, and I have some ideas, because um, sometimes when people are violated, they do this. So to you only, who sent me the question of Harry Weinstein, if you want some special messages and you want to take some take the question and go a little bit deeper and you want to dissect a little bit more because certain things we can't say on YouTube anymore. So well we can, but you can't because it causes too much problem. Send me two questions and I'll go in a little bit deeper for you and I can send you that video personally so that you can get the exact answers that you were looking for. And if anybody want to get the copy of the video that I'm going to do for the person that asked that question, then you can get that video as well. Donation of $5. Um, that's it. I am done. Um, I like her. I like her. She make life a little hard, but I like that. I like the challenge that she gives herself, and I like that she second guessed the good and the bad. I like that she's open to love, and I like that she doesn't have it all figured out and not scared to go through the process to figure it out. Um, it does feel like she's more attracted to the, I don't want to say bad boy, but the toxic, the most challenged, whatever whoever gives her the most challenge. That does feel like an attraction for her for some reason. Um, but other than that, If I was able to talk to her, I'd be like, stop giving people access to your business because you could have made these decisions faster. Now you got to think about how they feel in the midst of you making decisions. Okay. So, other than that, good stuff, good spirit. I really enjoy her. If there's someone that you would like for me to do, a celebrity, politician, whoever, you can email me or you can put it in one of the videos. I got a video that say, hey, who's next or who's up next. I'll be posting another celebrity inside a community post where you can drop questions down so that I can answer the questions for you about that person. If you want your personal message, you and only you can email me. I do personal message and I also do counseling. You definitely want to take a part of my services. Um, People really, really, really love them. And I love them too. So, hope to talk to you all soon. I will be back live sooner than later. All righty. Talk to you.